People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. And my blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. And this video is requested by Ashlie. She asked me today, how do I make my hair clips into a bow? Specifically, she wanted to know about this one. Hold on. That's made with cougar and zebra in 2 different colors of duct tape. So let's get started. First, you need a roll of duct tape and a contrasting roll of duct tape. You need a standard duckbill hair clip, and you need a pair of scissors. These are my tape scissors. I only use these to cut tape. You might want to use some that's made for paper or utility scissors. Do not use scissors that are made for hair or cloth, because then it won't cut those items ever again. Okay, first thing you need to do is make some duct tape fabric in the width that you want it, or as I usually do it, I just measure how long the clip is. It's taking up 4 squares on my cutting board, which means it's 4 inches long. So this tape is going to be 4 inches long. Well, actually, I think I'm going to make it 5 inches just so it can hang over. Then I'm going to cut that to fit that size. I'm trying to stay on camera here, which is making things a little bit tricky. And I always like to make it twice as wide as I think I'm going to need it. Like if I want it to be the width of the duct tape itself, which is 2 inches, then I'm going to make it 4 inches, which would be an overlap of the duct tape. Okay. You'll see why in a second. A lot of people, when they do this, they generally get a piece of duct tape and they fold it over like this and stick it to itself. That doesn't work for me, because then I have to guess basically how long I need it. If I get it too short, then it's too short. You could tell that in the video before this, where I made a bow, and the bow came out perfect, but it was this much shorter than the barrette it was going on to. So now we're going to turn that over and cover the back with duct tape, thus making a duct tape fabric. Okay, now this is going to be slightly different, as you can tell. It's going like that. Now I'm going to take the scissors and cut right at the top of that. Of course, getting my fingers out the way. Now, the shorter end of this, I'm going to take and fold it over. That makes a seam. It's also how I do the top of my purses, too. Okay, and instead of folding the other half over, I'm going to put another piece of duct tape there to get the width I want. Okay, and I'm going to get that as close to the edge as possible. And then I'm going to do the same thing on that side. And just literally make a seam. Now, compared to the clip, it's much longer now. See that? And that's fine, because you want a little leeway. When you fold this into a bow, part of it's going to bezel out, and you want it to have that shape. So now what I'm going to do is literally cut straight through all layers, so that way I don't have the overhang and all that. That gives me a nice flush edge. See that? Like this side, look at that. That's what we don't want. So since the tape is now together, literally I could cut through it just like a piece of fabric, because technically it is a piece of fabric. I just dropped the tape right on the floor. I'll get it later. Now what you're going to do, this is where it gets tricky. This is going to be larger than normal. You're going to fold it in half. You're going to make an accordion pleat, but you want both the edges to be facing downward. And the only way to do that is to have the pleat going the same way. So I just generally do that at the same time. And if it tries to buckle, just go ahead and smooth it like that. See? And this is going to be a big bow apparently. And you see how that fold went up and this one's still going down? Well, I made it small enough where that can go down, up. So now I have a match. Okay, and then I smooth it to match the creases. So it's going to look like that now. Now, this is where it gets tricky. You're going to want to take your clip, hold it right there through the middle, because otherwise it will unravel and you'll end up doing the whole thing all over again. And just put that down. And now you're going to figure out how much you need for the center. And I'm guessing about quarter inch sounds good, which means I'll make it a 1/2 inch, because that way I don't have too little. It's okay to have too much and trim it down, but if you have too little, then you have to start over. That's the way that tends to work out. So now I got this for the center. Now I'm going to take and put my finger here and slide the clip out. And then I'm going to replace where I was holding it with the clip with the tape. Just roll it around. Literally. Okay. Now I'm going to put the clip in place. See that? Just literally, I'm holding it there. And this is where it also gets tricky. Now, if you look at the one in my hair, you will notice the entire back of it is literally the contrasting fabric. There's a reason for that. We take the fabric, or the contrasting duct tape. I can't talk today. Anyway, I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to pick this up and then open the clip. So that way I'm literally holding it with my finger and holding the clip with the other finger. And the bow is just kind of in there. I'm going to slide this in. And then close the clip and press it into the bow. See that? Just like that. So now what I get is a overhang right there. We're going to straighten that out a little bit. And I'm going to very neatly trim this off. But don't throw it away, because this is going to go on the other side at the opening of the clip. Okay? Like so. And that's what holds it on that side. Now we just press everything in. Press everything in. And now we're going to open it. Press. And then trim. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, what I'm doing here is trimming it where it overlapped. See? Which is easier when I can see what I'm doing as well as you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to take that little extra and just literally fold it into the bow.